Shiba Inu's supply is running low. The recent Shiba Inu pump was not a mistake. This was not random at all. Coinbase is showing some massive moves. You are definitely not ready for what's coming. The Shiba Inu team speaks out with a bombshell. This is even more than what we were asking for. After the last 24 hours, it's getting absolutely ridiculous. But what on earth is going on? What am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. So today, we've got some good news to share. Both Grayscale and Robinhood have recognized Shiba Inu's impressive performance over the past week. In fact, Shiba Inu has climbed its way to the top of the best performers on their gainers lists. It's been one of the standout assets, showing incredible growth. And well, honestly, this wasn't something unexpected. Shiba Inu has been on a roll, gaining over 50% in just a few days. That kind of surge was massive, and it's what helped push it into the spotlight. The sudden growth was absolutely wild, and it created a huge buzz. People were excited, even a bit surprised, because it's not every day that we see an asset jump so much in such a short time. It really got everyone talking, with many speculating on what could come next for Shiba Inu, and the excitement spread fast. But what's even more interesting is how the Shiba Inu team responded to all this buzz. Lucy, one of the team members, jumped in after Grayscale's report went public. She actually shared Grayscale's tweet on her X page, and her comment really stood out. She said, "Shiba Inu leading the pack," and then added, "Not even the beginning." Now it really feels like a proud statement, showing how Shiba Inu is dominating attention right now. If this is just the start, it makes you wonder what kind of developments or projects could be in the works for Shiba Inu. Maybe the team has some big updates, partnerships, or features lined up that could push Shiba Inu even further. It's clear they're confident that this recent growth is just scratching the surface. But here's the thing. Usually, when we see rapid price increases like this, they don't last long. It's almost like the trend of the week, where the hype is huge for a short time, but it eventually cools off. It's hard to keep that kind of momentum going at the same pace. Part of it is that people jump in quickly, hoping to catch the wave, but then they start selling off once they've made a profit. And when that happens, the price naturally starts to settle down. Plus, the market as a whole can be pretty unpredictable. Things like news cycles, sentiment shifts, or even larger market movements can quickly change the direction. But this is where Lucy steps in to prove us wrong. In a tweet, she made it clear that Shiba Inu is much more than just your trend of the week. According to her, this price surge didn't happen by chance. It's happening because behind Shiba is a massive ecosystem in development with consistent support from dedicated developers. And now, this kind of statement really shifts how we see things. Instead of thinking of Shiba Inu as just a quick, hype-driven rise, it hints at something much more solid, something with real long-term potential. If there's a whole ecosystem being built in the background, it could mean that Shiba Inu's growth might have more staying power than we first thought. And we're already seeing signs that this is happening. Lucy pointed out that shibarium TVL has surged to $7 million and is climbing fast. And she added that new all-time highs seem to be a daily occurrence now. For those who aren't familiar, TVL, or total value locked, is a measure of how much value is staked or locked into a blockchain network. It's a huge deal because it shows how much trust and interest there is in the ecosystem. When TVL is surging like this, it means that more people are actively participating and putting their assets into the system, which is a great sign of growth and development. This massive jump in TVL really backs up Lucy's claim that there's more going on behind the scenes. It shows that while the price is rising, the actual ecosystem, the technology, the projects, the users, is expanding at the same time. This kind of progress gives Shiba Inu a stronger foundation, making it more than just a quick pump and dump. And this is where things get really interesting. These past days, Coinbase, the largest cryptocurrency platform in the US for both retail and organizations, made an unexpected comeback. In less than a week, it jumped from the 500th spot to 395th in the overall app rankings by popularity. And it makes a lot of sense that Shiba Inu's recent pump had a big role in this sudden rise. Shiba Inu has a history of driving massive interest, and when people see the price jumping, many rush to platforms like Coinbase to get in on the action. It's not the first time Shiba Inu has had this kind of effect. Remember back in 2021 when Shiba Inu pumped like crazy? Coinbase ended up becoming the #1 app in the App Store because of how many people were jumping on the Shiba Inu train. So seeing Coinbase gain popularity again could be a sign that something big is on the horizon. If Shiba Inu continues to surge and the ecosystem keeps growing, it might not be long before we see Coinbase climbing even higher. It's definitely something worth keeping an eye on. And this is where we need to acknowledge something important. These spikes of interest in Coinbase are often seen as signals that retail investors are getting back into crypto, typically right before a bull run. Coinbase is still the go-to platform for most Americans when it comes to buying crypto. So when its popularity surges, it usually means the general public is paying attention again. But here's the interesting part. Despite all this buzz, interest in crypto-related searches on Google Trends is still really low. Globally, searches for the term crypto are sitting at 21 out of 100, which is the lowest it's been since late November 2023. At first glance, that doesn't seem to add up. If there's this much activity with Shiba Inu and Coinbase, you'd expect more people to be searching for crypto, right? Well, for it to make sense, we might have to consider that this recent pump is really just the very beginning, exactly like Lucy hinted at. If what we're seeing now is just the early stages of a much bigger move, then it's possible that mainstream attention hasn't fully caught on yet. People might not be searching for crypto in huge numbers because they haven't realized what's coming. It could be that we're still in the build-up phase, with the real wave of interest yet to hit. In a recent post on X, a well-known community member, Doc Bakar, made a bold prediction, saying that we're at the point in the cycle where Shiba Inu could start seeing 50% to 100% gains every single day. Interestingly, Lucy backed this up with a simple but powerful woof comment, showing her support for that idea. This kind of rapid growth is exactly what we saw with Shiba Inu back in 2021. During that time, Shiba Inu exploded almost overnight, and it seemed like every day brought massive gains. And when you start connecting all the pieces, the sudden rise in Shiba Inu, the growing ecosystem behind it, the spikes in interest on Coinbase, it all starts to make sense. We might be on the verge of something similar happening again, with Shiba Inu set to lead another huge wave of growth. But just a quick note, this isn't financial advice. You should definitely do your own research before making any decisions. But here's what some analysts think. Prominent market watchers like Oscar Ramos from the Shiba Inu community believe that the party is only just getting started too. In a recent analysis he shared on X, Ramos made it clear he thinks Shiba Inu's growth is far from over and knows exactly where it's headed. Ramos first pointed to the pumps we saw earlier this year, between February 22nd and March 5th, which brought in a lot of new investors. During that time, Shiba Inu saw a huge upswing, climbing about 400% in less than 10 days. Based on this, Ramos is confident that the current pump, which has been going for around 5 days now with a 51% gain, is just the beginning and won't stop anytime soon. He's particularly focused on the price point that Shiba Inu reached during the 2021 bull run, saying it's now within reach. According to him, reclaiming the yearly high from March 5th is essential. Ramos even suggested that Shiba Inu could set a new all-time high by 2025, targeting an impressive 3017 by next year. To put that into perspective, with Shiba Inu current price, reaching this level would mean a 750% increase, potentially giving today's investors a 7.5x return. But right now, the energy around Shiba Inu is undeniably electrifying. What is your opinion on that? Comment down below. I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.